So today I wanted to dive into showing you guys using just one brush, and I'm going to be using our blend brush today. This isn't one that I talk about too often because I use it every day for just one or two little purposes. I use it for blush, I use it for illuminator. Sometimes I do use this end for eyeshadows too, but today I'm going to use it for everything. And I'm going to be using my Seint 3D palette 12. So this holds 12 tints. And on my first layer here, I have all of my foundation, my 3D foundation, my main highlight, my brightener, and my contour. I'm going to use Desert Sunset for my lip today. I'm going to use Honey Illuminator, and then I'm going to finish with Vanilla Dust setting powder. And then the other tool that I'm going to use today is I'm going to use our brush cleaning tile because I am using one brush. Going 10 to 10, I want to make sure I get my brush a little bit clean. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is our blend brush. This end is more compacted, but still very fluffy, and smaller, obviously. This end is super fluffy, and you'll see how we put it to action. But I'm going to get started with the smaller end, and I'm going to do my brightener first. So my brightener is the lighter of the two of my highlights. And I am going to use the smaller end of the blend brush to put it all underneath of my eye. And I'm going to be blending as I go today. So not just placing it in or doing dots like the Cheetah Hack. I'm going to be blending as I go. I might do a little bit more blending at the end. Also going to put it on top of my eye. Again, I'm using my brightener right now. So I've done that whole eye and then that triangle of light. Same thing on the other side. Just dabbing lightly into my tin. You never need a lot of product on there. The blend brush is perfect if you are going for a lighter application. It is very light. It is like on the opposite end of the spectrum from the buff brush. So there's my brightener. I'm also going to put brightener down the bridge of my nose, and I'm just going to like fan it up into my forehead just a little bit, just like that. Just kind of blending just a little bit. Then I'm also going to put some right here and a little bit more right here. Then I'm going to go in with the other end of the brush, or let's go ahead and clean it before I forget. Using the brush cleaning tile, I'm just going to swirl it around a little bit just to make sure that end is clean before I dive into something else. Using the bigger end, I'm going to do my main color, just dabbing 2 times in the tin. Look how much product is on my brush. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in my entire mask area. And you'll notice that I'm going in areas that I'm not going right here because I already put my brightener right there. So I'm going right next to it and then doing this whole mask area. I'm avoiding my cheekbone because that's where I'm going to put my contour. I don't need to put layers and layers of it on. So I'll avoid where I'm going to do that. And then what I'm also going to do with my main is put a little bit on my forehead, and then I'm just going to make sure that all of my brightener is blended. So I'm going to blend under my eye, on top of my eye, just blending it all in. Just like that. All right, and then like I said, before I forget again, I'm going to go ahead and clean that brush off using that brush cleaning tile, just swirling it around to make sure I don't have a bunch of the color left. But I didn't really have much left anyways because our foundation is meant to be used. It's not meant to be left on the brush. You get one dab into that tin and you keep going until it's not coming off of your brush anymore. So now it's contour time. I'm going to use the smaller end of my brush and then I'm going to blend with the other end. So going into my contour color, my contour is Astoria. I am going to put that on each side of my nose. Just like that. I'm also going to bring it up just a little bit, just up to like my eyebrow. Then I'm also going to go ahead and do that line. I'm going to like hug my cheekbone to draw my contour line. Just like that. Then I'm also going to put it right on my hairline. And I'm gonna make it a little bit wider today. So I'm gonna go like right here, just a little bit with what's on my brush, avoiding this area right here. Just like that. Then I'm also going to dust it right on my jawline. Just like that. Super light application of it. I'm then going to clean my brush. Just swirling it around in that brush cleaning towel, nice and fresh. Using the more fluffier end, I'm going to blend. Always blend up, little circular motions, but always blending up. You don't want to bring your contour down. Then I'm also going to blend it in right into like my hairline and mixing it in with that highlight color as well. Right? Make sure my nose is blended. Then I'm gonna blend the contour line that's on my jaw. This brush is so soft, y'all. So soft. And like I said, this is a super, super light application. If you are using this brush, it is a light application. All right, so all my contour is blended in. So what I'm gonna do next is I am going to go into my lip color, which is Desert Sunset today. I'm going to use my finger for that. Putting Desert Sunset on. Then I'm going to do my illuminator. My illuminator is Honey. And my illuminator is going right on the top of my cheekbone, just like that. You can see how it's bringing that light in. Just like that. So that's Honey. I'm also then going to use the more fluffier end and go into my Vanilla Dust setting powder to set my whole face to make sure it stays. We're going to be outside playing today, so I like to have, when I'm going to be moving around, sweat and things like that, I like to have a light application of it everywhere. Super light. And then I am a big fan of a matte lip. This is total personal preference, but most days I will be doing a matte lip. And the way that I do that, even with some of our more glossy colors, this is very glossy, is I will use any sort of one of our smaller brushes will work. Go into your Vanilla Dust setting powder and lightly tap it on, and look how it creates a matte finish. Just like that. And it's setting powder, so it's going to make it last longer. So there you have it. One compact. It took me about 8 minutes with just our blend brush, and then the other tool that I used was our brush cleaning tile. I used my 3D foundation. I used Desert Sunset Lip and Cheek, Honey Illuminator, and then our Vanilla Dust setting powder. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions.